Hello, my fellow Koopalings, I'm Yoshi Boii. Welcome back to another video. This time, of course, it's iPhone season. I don't get a new iPhone every year, but when I do, it's a big deal. So in this video, we're doing a photo comparison. We've got the original iPhone, we've got the iPhone 8 Plus, and, of course, the brand new 16 Pro in that beautiful desert titanium color. So without further ado, let's get started. First up, we've got the original iPhone, and it's just called iPhone. I'm still seeing, like, people on Twitter and Instagram calling it the iPhone 2G. Guys, it's not called that. Apple never called it that. Just iPhone. That click is so nostalgic. I had the sound turned off, but yeah, it's nostalgic. Next up, of course, we got that quick swipe, the 8 Plus. So it's a lot faster to get in, and you can see just how quickly it nailed that photo. And of course, we got that new camera control button that's even faster, and that's definitely my favorite feature of the 16 family. And here's what they all look like side by side. We've got the original iPhone on the left, the 8 Plus in the middle, and the 16 Pro on the right. And guys, I'm just really impressed with how well the original iPhone from 2007 and its 2 megapixel camera holds up all this time. Here we have a 250% zoom of all the same photos. Taco is such a cute little photo subject. Aside from lack of dynamic range and having the photos a little dark and a little yellow tinted, they all look really good. But of course, you can just see how much crispier that 48 megapixel main camera sensor is on the 16 Pro. All right, next up is this adorable miniature crocheted Palmont. It's a Pokemon for those of you who are unfamiliar. Honestly, I think the middle picture, the iPhone 8 Plus, does the best here with the natural bokeh in the background. Now, I can activate portrait mode on the 16 Plus, but it didn't really do that naturally. This one you can see I was stopped at a traffic light, original on the top, iPhone 8 Plus on the left. Here's a Native American statue at a park. Pretty decent dynamic range, as well as peeking through that clock tower through the trees. Here's a bonus one for you though. We got the 8 Plus's 2.5x zoom on the left and the 16 Pro Max's 5x zoom on the right. I'm actually quite disappointed with the 16x and the dynamic range. I mean, look how blown out it is, and look how dark the leaves are in comparison to the 8 Plus. Though that's not a huge surprise, because the 8 Plus, I found the HDR photos even better than the 12 Pro that I've had forever. So I don't know what it is about the 8 Plus, it just takes much better HDR photos. Another really important photo type that the original iPhone does not have is wide photos. So like you could just take a couple more photos right on either side, use a program like Affinity Photo or Photoshop to stitch them together, and bing, bang, boom, you've got a nice wide panorama. Well, of course, on the 16 Pro, decent photo, it's a little bit wider as it is, but then we also can just tap the ultra wide, and just like that, we've got a nice juicy wide image. And boy, I tell you, this new ultra wide is really good. I can't wait to do some low light testing. But of course, introduced all the way back in iPhone 4, I think, maybe the 4S, is panorama mode, which of course is a pretty big game changer, especially if you're into landscape photography like I am. So here's the 8 Plus and here's the 12 Pro Max panorama mode. Both of these are 2x zoom. And again, despite being so old, I am very impressed at the dynamic range of the iPhone, the original iPhone. So here we see some geese on a hill. Of course, with the iPhone, you can only get so close. It is quite dark, but the dynamic range is still pretty good. But then in the middle here, the 8 Plus, we can get that 2.5x. And then on the right side, the iPhone 5x zoom. It's really impressive. And of course, the original one only has just the one camera, which means no selfie camera. So taking selfies is a trick. I used to be really good at this. Just held the phone just perfectly and then... All right, time to check out some portraits. Of course, we got portrait mode turned on the 16 right there. Looking really nice. And in this case, I think the iPhone 16 is a definite winner. But I'm really impressed with the results of the original phone. Alright, this video is already getting a little bit long, but let's wrap it up by doing some nighttime photography. Obviously, the biggest win is the night mode, which I think was introduced with the 12. My favorite aspect of this, obviously, I think the 16 is the winner in all circumstances. How it handles the bloom of the light. Like, it's not even that bloomy, it's just pin sharp, and I really, really like that. What do you guys think? And here's a bonus, because why not just some screenshots from the lock screen, the first home page, and the camera app. My, how things have changed.